When a high-achieving woman starts to feel depleted, she questions her business, her leadership, her ambition. And her first instinct is, maybe I need to blow it all up. Burn it down, pivot completely, start over. But most of the time, you don't need to burn it down. You need to rebuild it differently. Welcome to the Manifest and Chill podcast. My name is Tracy Ftacek, and I guide high-achieving women to manifest the life and business they desire while learning to chill the fuck out in the process. Let's dive in. Well, hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to the Manifest and Chill podcast. I'm Tracy Ftacek, and we have spent the last 2 weeks talking about something many high-achieving women quietly live inside. The invisible load, the emotional labor, and the isolation of being the capable one. And today, I want us to move forward because awareness without direction can turn into overthinking, remuneration. And I don't want you spiraling. I want you recalibrating. There is a powerful research in cognitive neuroscience that for decades has shown that chronic stress narrows decision-making capacity. And when you are under prolonged stress, the brain defaults to reactive thinking instead of strategic thinking. Sound familiar? When your nervous system is overloaded, your choices, well, they feel extreme. You stay and suffer or leave and escape. Those are the only two choices that you feel at that point. A regulated system, though, it will create nuanced options. You will see opportunity. Calm increases cognitive flexibility. And cognitive flexibility, well, it creates better strategy. This is why I refuse to let women make major structural decisions from depletion. I will have clients coming to me that will literally be collapsing on the discovery calls, on my webinars, and in our Zoom coaching sessions that start doubting not just their capability, but that this business should have been started in the first place. And these women and you, my friend, you deserve to choose from clarity, not from standing on the edge of collapse. And this is a lived experience that I've gone through. There was a moment in my own business where I thought I needed to pivot everything, my offers, my positioning, my pricing. But what I actually needed wasn't reinvention. It was regulation. And once I stabilized my system and reduced an accumulated load, that's when I realized the business wasn't broken. The structural was misaligned. And those two things are very different from one another. But when you're in the weeds, you really struggle to even recognize, is it broken or is it just structural misalignment? And inside the Manifest and Chill, this is the shift I teach, my trademark methodology, from reactive ambition to a regulated design, from hustle harder, which we've heard for years, to structuring smarter, and from proving your worth and your strength as a business owner, you become aligned. And when you become aligned, you don't need less ambition. You just simply need better architecture. So let's go ahead and do a little micro practice that I teach called Pause Before Pivot. And I incorporate this in all of my programs and teachings. It's going to be inside the Energy Aligned Business Strategy. And it's a technique that you will learn literally within the first month of my 6-month container. Before you make any major decisions this week, try this. Ask yourself, if my nervous system felt fully supported right now, would I still choose this? Not what should I do, but what would I choose if I wasn't in consistent reactive mode, if I wasn't always bracing for the worst case scenario? The single question, it creates space between urgency and wisdom. In an AI-driven world, speed is easier than ever. Execution is easier than ever. But discernment still requires regulation. AI can help you move fast. It cannot tell you whether you're building something sustainable. That discernment, that belongs to you, to the human. It's why you're where you're at. It's that discernment that got you noticed in the crowd, that got your business the investments it needed, that got the clients that you work with asking you, where can I pay? Send me the link. And that discernment, it belongs to a calm system. And this is exactly why the energy alignment diagnostic that I've created exists. Taking this quiz, it will help you to identify, are you ready to scale, or is your system asking you to recalibrate? Not burn it down, my friends, not blow it up, just recalibrate, because those are not the same season. The link is in the show notes if you're curious or would like to take that free quiz, the Energy Alignment Diagnostic. Clarity prevents unnecessary pivots. And the Energy Aligned Business Strategy, this program was built for women who don't want to burn their businesses down. They want to refine them. Inside EABS, we don't scrap your ambition. We redesign the structure supporting it. So growth doesn't require constant bracing. You don't need to start over. You simply need to build differently. So, my friends, if you've been fantasizing about burning everything down and starting over, or just quitting altogether, please pause. You might not be called to destruction. You might be called to refinement. And refinement is strategic power. I'll talk to you next time. I love you all so much. And in 2 days, we'll release episode 2 of our recalibration and identity series. Until then, have a beautiful week. I love you all so much. If you have found any value or any interest, reach out to me, DM me on Instagram. Link is in the show notes. I'd love to hear what resonated you in this episode, or if you have any questions and like to schedule a time to chat about the Energy Aligned Business Strategy, or if you'd like to take my quiz, it's in the show notes. Until next time, love you all so much. Talk to you soon.